Hey guys, it's me, Darth Something, and today I'm gonna be ranking the Galactic Assault maps in Battlefront 2. So this is of course just my opinion, so yeah, I honestly don't really think about the map design and that kind of stuff in this game, or any game for that matter. I just think about how much fun it is. But I mean, Twilight on Hoth was my least favorite map in the last game, and my least favorite map in this game is a pretty unpopular map. So I guess that probably works. But now, let's get started. So, at number 12, I have Jakku. Jakku is by far the worst Galactic Assault map. Honestly, Jakku is just so freaking terrible. It really is terrible. It's just so bad. Honestly, this is like the only Galactic Assault map that I just genuinely, really don't like. Um, so this map, especially the first phase, is just, well, basically everyone is just using the specialist. Even I use it, and I suck at sniping. Um, and I mean, I can't really think of anything to say of this map because I don't even remember the objectives, except like I think in the first one they're supposed to like capture control point or something, and then the last one, the first order has to um, like destroy those ships or whatever. But um, I just I haven't played on this map a lot because it's so bad. That's why I don't remember all of the objectives. Um, but I kind of hope that, you know how sometimes they find a bug on a map and have to take it out? I hope that that happens to Jakku. That would be amazing, honestly. Because then we won't have Jakku until a hot fix that will come out a month later. And honestly, you can't even call that a hot fix at that point, but whatever. But yeah. This map is way worse than even Twilight on Hoth was in the last game. Way worse than Twilight on Hoth. But yeah, I just really hate Jakku. Let's move on. Now, at number 11, I have Starkiller Base. Starkiller Base is kinda meh, but it's like a billion times better than Jakku. Now, at first, I actually really liked this map, but I just don't like it a lot anymore. I mean, it is pretty beautiful, it really is, but I just don't like it a lot anymore. I don't really have a lot to say about this map, to be honest, because I really just haven't played on it a lot recently. So I don't quite remember the objectives and that kind of stuff. So yeah, sorry about that. Let's just move on, I guess. At number 10, I have Yavin 4. Now, I know, a lot of people seem to really like this map, but I really just don't like it that much. Just like with Starkiller Base, I haven't played on this map a lot, because I've never really liked this map, to be honest. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't think it's very good either. So I'm not gonna remember a lot about it, because, as I said, I haven't played on it a lot. Now, whenever I play on it, I usually see people playing as Palpatine and Vader, so I guess they are probably pretty good on this map. Once again, sorry for not talking a lot about these first few maps. It's just, these first few maps, I've just not played on them a lot. So let's just move on, I guess. Now, at number 9, I have Takodana. So a lot of people don't really seem to like this map a lot, but I actually kinda like it. It's not great or anything, but it's alright. The first phase is pretty good. It's pretty close quarters, and I kinda like that. So this map is kinda small, I guess, but the objectives are kinda meh, but yeah, let's just move on to number 8. Now, at number 8 is Crate. Crate is definitely the best sequel trilogy map, and when it first came out, it was actually my favorite map in the game, but that was probably just because it was new. Now, the first phase is pretty good for sniping, but if you go inside of those tunnels or whatever, in the ground, it can get pretty close quarters. I do kind of wish that you could play as the ATM-6s in the first phase, but whatever, I guess. I mean, the 8080s and on Hoth and that kind of stuff are pretty OP, so maybe it's good that you can't play as the ATM-6s. But, the ski speeders are really good. Even though when playing as one, I almost always get destroyed by the TIE fighters. But I'm glad the ski speeders aren't free anymore, like they were when Crate was first added. The second phase is also pretty good. And it's in the second phase where the ATESTs are just amazing. The third phase is also pretty okay. So yeah, Crate is at number 8. It's definitely a pretty great map. Now, at number 7, I have Mos Eisley. Now, I really like this map. It's really fun to play on. But to be honest, I don't really remember the objectives. I guess I just haven't played on it a lot because I just haven't gotten it a lot. When the game first came out, I don't think I liked it as much as I do now, but yeah, but I believe that the objectives in some of the phases, at least, is to capture those zones or whatever. Now, ATSTs on this map are really good, but when you play as rebels, they can be really annoying. Especially since you don't really have anything to counter it with. ATRTs just aren't strong enough, even with the ion shots or whatever. But yeah, let's move on to the next map. So, at number 6 on my list, I have Kashyyyk. So, a lot of people don't really seem to like this map, but I honestly still really like it. The first phase is pretty good, but I guess I just really like all the phases where you can use ion disruptors, I guess. But the second phase is also pretty good. The third phase is probably the worst phase, but I still think it's okay. This map is also pretty big, and yeah, I can't really think of much more to say about Kashyyyk, to be honest. Now, it's time for my top 5. So all of these 5 maps are absolutely amazing in my opinion. But now, at number 5, I have the second Death Star. This map is just great. I kind of feel bad about not putting it higher on the list. I like the fact that there's a map without any vehicles. I like the objectives of this map where you have to like capture, sabotage or those things or whatever. I like that you can see the Death Star's laser firing, so yeah. Now, moving on to number 4, we have Hoth. Now, I know some people who don't really like this map, especially the first phase, I think, but I really like it. I think the first phase is great, honestly, like, especially when playing as the Empire. I just really love using AT-ATs in this game. The second phase is also pretty great, and the third phase is alright. Oh, and those Tauntauns are amazing. I love that you can play as Tauntauns. But now, only 3 maps left. And at number 3, I have Camino. Camino is just an incredible map. Now, I gotta be honest, just a few months ago, I didn't really like this map a lot. But I've grown to absolutely love it. The first phase is pretty good. It's pretty darn good, And the second phase is great, just because of the fact that we get to be outside, like in all the other phases, we're basically inside. So I like that you can play outside in one phase at least. The third phase is great, and the final phase is also great. Even though if I remember correctly, it can be kind of hard as the Imperials in the final phase. But yeah, this map is just great. But now, moving on to number 2, I have Endor. Now, Endor it's just amazing, honestly. The first phase is, the first phase is okay, but the second phase is amazing. I love playing as AT-AT. Look, I just really love AT-ATs. That's why I think the second phase is so good. Oh, and the speeder bikes are also great. If you just want to earn some battle points or that kind of stuff. The final phase is also just a ton of fun, especially if you get a hero. It's pretty close quarters, and I like that. But I there was a time when I didn't like Ender a lot, but now I just really like it. I don't know what it is. I think it might have something to do with the walkers, the AT-AT, or the speeders, or I don't know. But yeah, let's just move on to number 1. So, at number 1, I of course have Naboo. This map is awesome. Naboo is just so amazing. I really understand why this is the map they used in the beta. It's just so good. I don't know if the fact that this was in the beta has anything to do with the fact that I like it so much or not, but it really is just a really great map. And the first phase, the Separatists, of course, have to get to the palace, and the clones have to destroy the MTT. In the second phase, the Separatists have to, override those things or whatever, and in the final phase, they have to capture that zone or whatever. And it's just amazing, honestly. This map is so good. And that's my list. I know that it was probably very different from yours, but hey, we all have our opinions. And if you want to, you can let me know your list, or maybe just your top 3 in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like if you want to. And you can even subscribe if you haven't already, maybe. Or maybe don't, I don't know, it's your life, you choose. Thanks for watching. May the force be with you always.